Hi VC, back again. Another Gimme Ten this time. Um, in response to Fred's Gimme Ten 1983, not Ben. Don't know where that came from. Sorry, Fred. Um, anyway, here's my 1983 choices. I'm actually thinking of putting together more than one video for 83 because I've got so many records from 83. It seems to have been a pivotal year in my musical experiences. So many. So I'm gonna do at least one more, maybe two more. Um, Here we go. Right. So I'm gonna yes. Right. I'm gonna start off with a record from chap who died this year. I was absolutely so sad when I heard this guy had passed on. Um, he just represents everything that's good about music to me. Even his worst albums are better than most other people's. They at least have one good track on them. So, first one, David Bowie, Let's Dance. Yeah, this is really commercial compared to his stuff that he recorded in the 70s and even to Scary Monsters. It's way more commercial. Um, it's produced by Nile Rodgers, and you can tell it sounds a bit like one of the Chic albums, but obviously with a Bowie imprint on it. Um, I love it. Really love it. This was the first Bowie album that came out when after I'd got into it, started to get into him. I think the first thing I heard properly by him was the Cat People single, Putting Out the Fire, which I saw on Totter Pops. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. I mean, I saw all of his stuff during the 70s, but I never really got buying his records. But this is the first one that I've got. Does that make sense? Probably not. I mean, three huge singles on here. You got China Girl, Modern Love, and Let's Dance, and absolutely massive singles. And I like the other stuff as well. There is a version of Cat People on here. I like Ricochet, Criminal World, Without You. It's a good album. Really good. There we go. But he won't be chosen in 1984, that's for sure. Tonight sucks. Right, with one good track on it. Next one. This is a band. This is the first release from the first incarnation of a band that I just loved during the 80s. Not so keen on their reformation now. I can't get into their records now, but the ones released during the 80s just hold so much meaning to me. So this is Southern Death Cult. This band eventually turned into Death Cult, which I think so Ian Astbury was a member of Southern Death Cult. Then they turned into Death Cult, and I think that's when Billy Duffy joined. And then they shortened the name again to The Cult for the Dreamtime album. They released two 12-inch singles as Death Cult, and this was their only album released as Southern Death Cult. This is a collection of singles tracks, BBC sessions, demos, and live tracks from just pulled together to make this document. And it's great. It's goth, ultra goth, but it's great. And it was probably one of the first goth albums, to be honest. So yeah, it's just absolutely superb. Fat Man and Moya was the single, but I think that was actually released in '82. But this, I'm pretty sure it came out in '83. That's what it says on the label. I hope it is. Actually, I'm just going to go and check. Hang on a minute. Hiya, back again. Just checked, and it is 1983. It was reissued in '88, but this is an original copy, an original pressing, because it's got the Beggar 46 as the record number. So yeah, excellent record. Right, the next one is just one that's really special to me. In '82 I showed Complete Madness, which was one of the two records that I bought on the same day. They were the first records I ever bought with my own money. And here's the other one, another compilation, The Best of Bad Manners, or The Height of Bad Manners, rather. Yeah, I was a kid in, I grew up, my first musical real period was in 1980, so of course I owned it. Heard a lot of synth pop and stuff, but also two-tone was around, so Specials, Early Madness, Selector, this lot were around as well, and I loved their songs, like from Special Brew, Lip Up Fatty, Woolly Bully, which was a cover, Lorraine, which is just stupid, Inner London Violence, Walking in the Sunshine, Samson and Delilah, we'll forget about Can Can, My Girl Lollipop, Got No Brains, I love Got No Brains, That'll Do Night, it's just great stuff from start to finish, love that record, special to me. One of two albums this lot released, Eurythmics. This is Sweet Dreams. They took 83 by storm, absolute storm. Starting off with the single Sweet Dreams, which I think did that hit number one in America? Was it on the? I don't know, but it was a hit over here and over there. This is a great album. It's not just straight ahead synth pop. There's all kinds of influences on this. I mean, things like Love Is a Stranger, I've Got an Angel, Wrap It Up, I Could Get You a Mirror, Sweet Dreams, Jennifer, This Is the House, Somebody Told Me, This City. It's just really good. This city is so brilliant. I used to put that on living in London. It just used to hit the spot. It was brilliant. I hear the sound of the underground trains and it feels like distant thunder. Oh, yeah. Right. Next. Completely different. Here we go. Marillion. Script for a Jester's Tear. Yeah, it's prog. But it's prog done with an 80s twist. This is really dusty. I've got to clean this up. I love this record. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Every single track, from Script for a Jester's Tear, Garden Party, Taking the Piss Out of Eton people, He Knows You Know, Forgotten Sons, Chelsea Monday, The Web. It's just great from start to finish. Totally bombastic. Fish is just off his trolley. The lyrics make no bloody sense whatsoever. Well, a little bit anyway. They're too florid by half, but I just love it to pieces. So there we go, Script for a Jester's Tear. And then another step up. This had to be in here. Just had to be in here. One of the seminal metal records. Kill 'Em All. Look how young they look. Illuminate. You forget, don't you? Yeah, I didn't buy it till later. After I'd bought Master of Puppets, actually. That was my first one. First Metallica. But how can you go wrong with this? Is a Hit the Lights, Four Horsemen, Motor Breath, Jump in the Fire, Anesthesia, and then Whiplash on one side. And then you got Phantom Lord, No Remorse, Seek and Destroy, Metal Militia. I mean, these are just seminal thrash metal. This is just such an amazing record. And I just remember in the 80s first hearing Metallica and I thought, what the bass coming off the records and oh my word, it's just absolutely incredible. I've never been blown away, well, maybe once or twice. There is another 12-inch that blew me away almost as much as Metallica did later on, but this is just absolutely phenomenal record. So there we go, Kill 'Em All. Fred showed this one. It's got to be in here. Murmur, R.E.M. Just absolutely gorgeous record. Radio Free Europe is one of the best songs of the 80s, but this is just such a solid record. Talk about the passion, Perfect Circle. I can't really add anything to it. This has been fawned over enough. It's here. U2 released two records in 1983. They released War, which I don't actually have, but I did have on tape somewhere, which I do really love. But this was the first U2 record I actually bought, and it's Under a Blood Red Sky. I played this and played this and played this and played this. For me, this is just one of the best live records ever. Just brilliant, brilliant performance here. And I've got the video somewhere on VHS as well. Fell in love with them for this. And then they released Young Unforgettable Fire, and that is just amazing, which I don't think I've got on vinyl, which is a bit rubbish, to be honest, because I really should have that record. Anyway, U2, Under a Blood Red Sky. If you haven't seen the film, do, because it is an absolutely brilliant performance. Didn't get into this next band till later on, when I got to university. But there was a guy called Pete at university, and he played this band, the first two albums from this band, over and over. And this is the Waterboys. This is just brilliant. Girl Called Johnny's on here, December, I Will Not Follow, Should Have Been You, The Girl in the Swing, Savage Earth Heart is such a brilliant ending song. But this album is just phenomenal from start to finish. I absolutely love the early Waterboys stuff. In fact, I love a lot of the Waterboys stuff, but this is brilliant. What a debut. Fantastic record. Just love it to pieces. Brilliant. And probably the most, or is it the most mainstream? No, David Bowie's got that. This one had to be in as well. Although it was popular in the UK in '84 because of the videos, it was actually released in '83, and it's Eliminator, ZZ Top. I still play this a lot. It's just top rock. I mean, it's commercial, but it's just brilliant rock from start to finish. I mean, of course, you've got Legs, TV Dinners, Sharp Dressed Man, and Gimme All Your Lovin'. But then you've got things like Bad Girl, If I Could Only Flag Her Down, Thug, I Need You Tonight, Got Me Under Pressure, I Got the Six. I mean, it's great. It's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And better than the AC/DC album that was released the same year, which I'll probably talk about in another video. But there you go. That's my Gimme 10 from '83. I don't care if the records aren't cool. They're all brilliant, and I love them to pieces. So anyway, so that's it for now. God, my mouth won't work. Hopefully see you again very shortly, because I'm going to do some more videos. Anyway, see you later, VC. Bye.